This is a Poeartistry Gold Moment by the author James Lynch. Hey, perceptive readers, and thanks again for this interest in the Poeartistry Gold Moment. We're actually in the quantity of going into the 60s and 70s, and I already had planned that once we came into this section or another milestone, so to speak, of making these podcasts, that I wanted to do a special type of section in the middle that dealt with, spiritual topics. I realize some of you are still hoping that I will finish the reading the book of Judges. Remember the book of Judges? I told you I would read the whole thing through, and I believe I only got to around uh, chapter 7, maybe chapter 8, or around about in that area. And who knows, maybe I got further. And then I had to focus on a variety of other projects that have been bearing fruit, you see, bearing fruit. All the while, I told you I would say from time to time, I haven't forgotten about you. I haven't forgotten about the book of Judges. Because the reality is, I've read some other types of scriptures and topics, you see, since then that was just needed at the time. For example, if you look at Poeartistry Gold, Part A, there is a topic that I talk about, and I want you to really keep that in mind. It's Poeartistry Gold, Part A. Because I will keep now enumerating the Poeartistry Golds, you see, with some other types of spiritual content, so to speak, just for the next 9, you see, discussions or so. And I just wanted to take this time because, I wanted to keep along the lines of when I'm doing the Poeartistry Gold moments, that I'm either walking around with a cup of coffee in my hand or sitting down or doing something where you can hear nature express themselves like the birds or what have you, since I think the real live birds like to be on podcasts at times as well. Uh, as you know, the wind like to be on podcasts as well. So I give them an opportunity, nature, to talk to us, talk to you. You see, and then you notice you all of a sudden, I think even the neighbors want to be on the podcast at times. But all the same, I wanted you to know that I haven't forgotten about the specific readings in the book of Judges. And even though I've made some special podcasts where I said like Poeartistry Gold Part A, that was very, very specific because on that one, I did actually use my brand that shows the Poeartistry Gold building design. You see, a concept of as your information, your businesses and stuff like that grow, you may already have drawings of how you want the offices, the rooms, and things of that nature, which, boy, I could really go into detail about my own type of personal office, that outside home office. Let me tell you, your personal office that's in the building that will be most likely, close to airports and things of that nature in the future. I know a lot of persons just like to still be near an airport, depending on what type of business that they have. Then they can have really a nice formal room, maybe even an area that still always got some type of uh, um, I was gonna say like a chef's kitchen or whatever. You see, it just depends on what you even have a budget for or what have you. For meetings, all the same, yeah. Uh, you can always dream. You can always hope for what you want to do and design it. So I haven't forgotten about those specific readings. I told you I wanted to have a little bit more of the God's word himself type of information, still right in the middle between, because like I said, we went through 1 through 59, and now we're in the 60s and stuff, and so you'll see me enumerate them, yeah. But anytime I really want to just do a just straight up Bible reading, uh, I may call it a Poeartistry Go Part B next time or what have you. But then that always will have, my building, look, my artist conception of building, the AI design, and things of that nature, which, again, certain people, when they're putting paintings and other important artifacts, if you will, coat of arms, if you will, um, in their lives, in their homes, in their offices. You see, it still, even though it's more in a formal setting, it can actually display, this is very much important still to me. This is the foundation still of, who I am as a person, you see. And you probably do the same thing. Do you not? So keep on doing the best that you can. I want you to always remember hope. There is always hope. Uh, the more you gain accurate knowledge in this way or area or what have you, the more you are able to even act wisely. And you can deal with some of the most complicated matters with a level head, believe it or not. Again, thank you for being on this Poeartistry Gold moment. Please check out Poeartistry Gold Part A, because we are going right back into enumerating, where we're at in the series to help categorize even better. Okay? Take care.